so high. But a tree does not make a forest. It takes the efforts of so many people to make tonight happen. You have to be dedicated. You have to be selfless. You have to be committed as a group for us to achieve what we've been able to pull tonight. Those electoral committee men, I dey fear them. When they asked me if I have ever committed a crime, I said, no, but I'm not really applying for a Canadian job. I'm joking. But they made me happy. They made me happy because that's the question they ask me in Canada every year. Every year for my job, I have to fill a criminal record form to say that in the past or in the last 12 months, I have not committed any crime whatsoever. So when they ask that question, I'm saying, here's a template for our country. We have a bunch of criminals who will still find their ways into governance. And what do you think they're going to do? Exactly. So the status quo. I listen to Judge Delali. I listen to everyone talk about Nigeria. I listen to Dr. Oshodi. You know, who wants, like, you know, our youth to, you know, to transit from Japa to Japa, you know? But Japa dying is not just a slogan. It's something that is really meaningful, you know? So Japa die is very, very meaningful. It's pregnant with a lot of complications and meanings. Because how do you convince people to Japan? Remember in Cambodia in those days when the Kimaro, when he was really killing his people and they left. And after his death, and Cambodia started on the road to recovery, they started bringing their people in the diaspora back home. They created a ministry for returning Cambodians. They treated them well. They welcomed them. They allowed them to run their businesses. They employed them into the civil service. They did so much for them because they knew these people had the expertise to actually grow their. They came with resources. Because those who lived under the, you know, Kima reward, they were all poor for the most part. It were those who were lucky enough to actually run away from the country that were able to bring their resources back to develop their motherland. We can do that. What is the population of Nigerians in the diaspora? Runs into any country in the world you mention Nigerians are there. And some you will feel bad for our people. I say, what are they doing there? When something happened in Sudan, what is going on in Sudan today, and we really realize that we have thousands of Nigerians there. And people say, oh, well, what are they doing in Sudan? Well, it's mini Japa. It's like, you know, the Japa, they can't go to Europe, they go to wherever. With the hope that they can still make it to Europe or North America. And in the process, a lot of people die. Which is a tragedy for our country. Okay, so I'm really just on that. I think I don't want to get carried away. I'm just completely, I listen to people speak and I'm thinking, this is what we are, this is who we are. We are smart. We know what we are doing. You know, we have an electoral committee, and I will say it again, where these doctors, they still attend to their patients, but you can't believe what they put into this process. And I love my heart for them. Thank you very much. Thank you. So now I'm going to read my acceptance. But I'm going to be quick. I'm going to be quick about it. Trust me. I'm going to be quick. Dear friends and guests, it is great to be part of this landmark event of today. To my fellow members of APC Canada chapter, I am truly honored and grateful for the trust you have placed in me by electing me as your chairman. As I look around the room, I see so many familiar faces. I see my beautiful wife there. Where is she? Oh, she's helping to clean up. I didn't care about her. She's over there. I see my unrespected friends, Prince and Dame Daramola. I see them over there. I see George Alade, the DOT chairman, APC US chapter, who has actually spoken to us so well. Professor Adeshe Oladijo, who is also, it's not just, Professor Oladijo is not just the chairman of the US chapter, he's also the chairman of chairmen. So we have what we call the CDC, the Committee of Diaspora Chairman. He's our chairman there. And he's led us so well. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you. Mrs. Laguju, I saw the passion. I saw the force, the commitment, the kind of message you wanted to pass on here today. And we listen to you and we hear you. And we will do our best to continue to follow that route. Because we have this is a refuge for us. Canada is a refuge for us. The US is a refuge for us. It took people manual labor to build this country. The Chinese came here, the Japanese came here, they built, on the back of their labor, they built the rail from Toronto all the way to the prairies. It takes effort to build a community, to build a society. But if the leadership is committed, I can assure you that citizens will follow. And that's what we are hoping for. That's what we are aiming for. That's what we are actually fighting for. Thank you, man. I can see our BOT chairman, Honorable Captain Bola Ajimotokon, who has been well honored by the US chapter of our party because of his commitment. He it was who actually invited myself, Dr. David, who is General Secretary, Vice Ladejo, legal advisor, Miss Mujisola Olaniyan, who is there, who has been helping us a lot all these evenings. It was him who actually asked us to come and join him in forming the Action Congress Canada chapter in 2011-2012. So many of you have been instrumental in making today's event possible. And your presence here is a testament to the strong bond we share as members of APC Canada chapter community, and to the renewed hope that our party actually represents. The road to today's event has been long and challenging, but also it has been inspiring. And I'm so grateful that it has finally come to pass under the supervision of the National Deputy Chairman South of our All Progressive Congress, Honorable Chief Emmanuel Enieku, who could not be with us physically today for logistic reasons, but he is with us live from Nigeria, and we know he's been with us all night and probably all morning in Nigeria. Thank you, sir, for doing this for us and for the party as a whole. I want to express my gratitude to each and every one of you for your unwavering support and commitment to our great party. As your chairman, and with your help and support, I promise to reposition our chapter to be the model for all other APC chapters around the world. Together, we will work towards building strong economic and political relationships between Canada and Nigeria, and supporting our members who have the expertise and skills to contribute to the transformation of our dear country. To the many new members of APC Canada chapter, we welcome you, and you couldn't have joined us at a better time. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president-elect of Nigeria, has sparked immense hope among Nigerians and the global community for a better future for the country. There is widespread belief that Asiwaju is the one who can lead Nigeria towards prosperity. And we are extremely fortunate to be part of this progressive and transformative movement that he has driven. I am humbled by the trust you have placed in me as a chairman, and I promise to lead with integrity, transparency, and accountability. So, as your servant in chief, I am committed to working collaboratively with all members to achieve our shared goals and aspirations. While we may have our individual needs and ambitions, let us always prioritize the interests of our chapter above all else. Please, I'm begging everyone here today. Canada is such a huge country in terms of its landmass. There are people here today who flew from some parts of Canada for about 4 hours, more than 4 hours. But we are one. We are one in unity. Whatever we're going to do that would bring our party to disrepute, let us not even think about it. I am begging everyone. Together we can achieve great things. I would also like to take a moment to recognize and commend the Electoral Committee for their democratic and rigorous process, and the Planning Committee for their exceptional efforts in organizing this event. I know there were challenges along the way, but your dedication and commitment to the success of our party is truly admirable. To my fellow newly elected executive, and this is the last page, I promise. I say big congratulations. Your election is a call to duty. It's a call to duty, which I trust you will offer in abundance for the progress of our dear party. Lastly, I want to acknowledge and thank the U.S. contingent again for their friendship and solidarity. They even brought us all kinds of gifts that I will share with our members. I want to acknowledge the leadership and efforts of Prince Adi Omole, who cannot be with us today, but he's been a worthy ambassador for all diaspora chapters in Canada. What I admire so much in him is his capacity to listen to others while also proffering solutions to any challenges. Thank you for all the sleepless nights that finally culminated into today's event. By the same token, I thank and recognize Dr. Abiola Oshodi for his invaluable contributions to our party. He has been a true partner and collaborator in our efforts to reposition APC Canada chapter, and I'm honored to have him as my vice chairman. Congratulations. Now, my sincere and special gratitude goes to my very dear friends, Mr. and Mrs. Wole Ogunkoya, the owners of Ola Restaurant, and founding members and gracious hosts of APC Canada, who have catered for today's event under very difficult human circumstances. I love them so dearly. Let me reiterate my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you. Your support and commitment to our party is truly inspiring, and I am honored to serve as your chairman. Let us continue to work together towards a better future for Nigeria and for our great party. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Chairman, for that wonderful speech. Thank you very much. Before we conclude the event, there is another very special member. He is a very strong force in APC Canada. That is going to give us the vote of thanks. He's going to do that on behalf of the party, and I'm going to call on Dr. Benny Adekike to come forward and give us the vote of thanks.
Thank you for coming with mommy.
I just appreciate your on the light presence. When we started this thing, I was expecting a Beetle, but I got G-Wagon. So I want to say a big thank you, first and foremost, to the Deputy National Chairman South and member of the National Working Committee of APC, Chief Emmanuel Ikechukwu Eneko. This is the wee hour money in Nigeria, and we thank you for staying with us and keeping the date with us. God bless you. And I want to especially thank everybody here tonight. And I looked around, I've seen members with big wheels, timber and caliber, and iron and steel. Thank you so much for coming to grace this, august occasion. And I especially thank the team from the US, George Alani, Professor Labinjo, and others too numerous to mention their names. And I'm promising you that a bigger, better, and more prestigious event is coming very soon. We have less than 1 month to plan this. Because of some logistics problems, we have to wait for Abuja to give us the approval before we even start anything. And we have less than 1 month to plan this. So a bigger one is coming, a better one is coming, and more prestigious one is coming. And one hope I have tonight is that we have a template to develop Nigeria. We have people who are committed, who want to see the elevation of Nigeria to take its rightful position in the comedy of nations. We have been so lagging despite our huge natural resources. One commitment we made in this executive, the new executive, is to push the diaspora agenda so that we'll be reckoned with in the scheme affairs of things in Nigeria. And we promise this to all diaspora members that are living in Canada. And by the same token, US will not stay back. We trust them. They've been in this struggle far more than we did. And we've been in the US for more than 5 times to witness and grace their grand convention every year. And when I was talking to George Alani, he said, no, 5 hours will be too small for you. Too short for you guys to do anything. But when I called him a few days ago to let him know why we couldn't go beyond these 5 hours, we were not able to speak. That's why I'm promising you, George, that we are still coming back and the bigger team will come at that time for a better and more grandiose occasion in Canada. We thank you, everyone. Thank you each, and thank you all. We pray that everyone will get back to their destination in peace and in safety. And when next we call on you guys, we hope that we'll have more, because we're going to have a bigger room, so that everybody will have a comfortable seat and will enjoy the company of each other. Thank you very much, and God bless you.